Hello, I'm Squiz, but you can call me Squizzy. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make basic fishnets. So, what you want is to have your model that you want to put it on. If you don't have a base, you can go to DeviantArt and check out for base. That's usually what I use at the moment. I'm using a Miku base with, I think it's like one of the other girls' faces. I don't know. But if you want to make fishnets, all you need is not the base of the body and a cube. I know, right? Crazy. How am I going to make a cube into that? Well, just fucking watch and maybe you'll learn something. I don't know. There's another video that teaches you how to do this, but she teaches it in different steps where it can be a bit confusing to follow through, but for this one I'm just going to teach you exactly how to make fishnets, so it'll be a little bit more easy to follow, hopefully. So yeah, in that video they teach you how to use modifiers and all that sort of goody stuff. And they teach you, you know, basic movement and stuff. If you don't know how to use Blender all that well, you can definitely look at Blender Guru. He is amazing. He can just I know starting out it's not like you don't want to make a donut, but making the donut, even just the first half of the tutorial, can help you learn how to navigate Blender, shortcuts to use and whatnot. So I do highly recommend watching Blender Guru's donut tutorial to first understand how to use Blender. But if you do know how to use Blender, cool, good, you should be able to follow this pretty simply. So yes, you want to get it around the leg. For me personally, I like to make extra parts around the bends, so like around the knees and stuff, so when it does move, it moves correctly. I'm also going to be teaching you an easy way to weight paint, which I know, how can weight painting be easy? And just hold your horses, buddy. We are going to find that out and figure it out together. Well, not figure it out, I figured it out. I'm going to show you. So, once you get it all, like, you know, good, you want to make it pretty much very close to the leg. You want to make sure it goes front to back. So if you don't know how to do front back, 1 on the number pad is front, 3 is back, 9 is opposite, 7 is up. So yeah, you can go 7, 9 to go underneath, you go 1, 9 to go backwards, and 3, 9 to go opposite side. Yeah. just a quick. And then yeah, so that's that, right? It's covered the leg, and you're looking at it, you're like, oh, but why is it boxy? I don't like that. Neither do I, buddy. So what we're gonna do is gonna go to here where the modifiers are. We're gonna go down to subsurface? Yeah, subsurface, which is gonna do this weird stuff, and you're gonna be like, why is it like this? Because I'm dumb and I forgot to say top layer, you want to delete and then press face. Same with the bottom, you want to select the bottom face, delete, press face, and that looks much nicer. Wraps around the leg better, but it's still not quite what we want, right? So when we press R, Control R, splits it down the middle. You can do that for the front, do that for the back, do that for the side if you want. I'm gonna do it for the sides. And then Alt select, Shift Alt select, Shift Alt select, and Shift Alt select. Now for this, I like to go Alt S to shrink it in nicely. And once we do that, we can find out what parts need to actually move. So then we can select each individual part, G to, you know, move it, I like to say geographically, middle mouse button to click it to vertices. So if you want it to go along the Y vertice, is that right? Anyways, Y, and hold it, go X, and then Z. So yeah, we can also do S. If we hold two together, do S and it separates them apart. Do you want to kind of make this flat? I do S to shrink it. I do a lot of shrinking and expanding with this. I use S a lot to work with models and fit things. Do you want that to be flat? I want it to move back a little bit, and then we got this and this. We want to move them a bit forwards. Yeah, it's just a matter of fitting what doesn't seem right, what doesn't fit correctly, just moving the vertices around until you can't see any more skin. Just want it to hide. Hello, blah. We just want it to hide the skin. You're probably thinking, yeah, but what about the other leg? Well, just in luck, if we go to the mirror, or go to the, yeah, we mirror. If we go to the modifier, go mirror, it mirrors it. How amazing, how crazy. How crazy is that? That is so crazy, dude. And because we can do that, and it shows us on that other side where there's something not quite right, we can then move it accordingly until it's all covered, which is beautiful. And if you want it to go over the foot, you know, just do whatever your heart contents to make it whatever you want it to make it. Yep, okay. Now here comes the fun part. We can make it very detailed, not detailed enough. You know, you do that, or you can do extra. I would recommend just doing 2 for now, because oh my lord, I pressed the wrong button. Do 2 for now, because that's just how it rolls. If you collect, oh my god. If you click Control and A while you're hovering over the modifier, you can enable the modifier. Like, it basically applies the modifier, so Control A, so Control Apply, basically. That's how I like to remember it, it's Control Apply. And I know what you're thinking. This kind of looks just like socks. This is socks. And more or less, yes. But if you go down to this thing, but if we want to give it that fishnet pattern, we have to go to decimate. Decimate always has to be first, and then after decimate we can do wireframe mode, and as you can see, it looks trippy as fuck, which is, it actually just looks cool like this, but we're not making a robot, so we want to select down the thickness of this. I don't know what you're looking now, it's like, this is just a cage, yes, but that's where the decimate comes in. We want to go to unsubdivide, and we want to click it once. And look at that, so cool, so snazzy. But if you don't like that it has all that, you can do this cool thing, which, oh, that's not selected correctly, which is you can come here, auto merge, which is something I like to do sometimes, and I like to also add a second 0 just in case it fucks up. And we press G, and we press G again, it goes along the line, and we can do that to basically all the ones we don't want to have visible. So GG, GG indeed. And that's if you don't like that it has that extra amount around the knees. Plus, while it's like this, you can see all the spots where it needs to come in. So you can also just, oh, up here also, is a distance grab, I guess. So you scroll inwards. Like if you're first using it and you don't see this circle, it's probably really big, and by the time you use it, it does something like that. You want to scroll towards your PC, and that will scroll it inwards, and you scroll it out, and so on and so forth. Yes. So there is something that's not quite working here, which is the fact we don't have wrap. I'm not sure how wrap actually works because it's never quite worked for me. Never understood how it's supposed to work. But yeah, I don't know, man. 0.1, I guess, would be something that I wanted to do, but it appears not to do it correctly, which is unfortunate. But again, we just have to move it around till it's hiding everything. Come back to this, see where it's too far out. Again, gonna merge them in, gonna merge that in. Move out the parts that are too far inwards or outwards. There is something also, if you want it to happen real time, like, if you want it to be symmetrical while you do this real time, you can just click this button up here, which makes it, whatever you do, symmetrical, I believe so. Yeah. But it's not working because I moved it around while I was editing. So another thing to do to make sure that it does like stick to where it's supposed to stick to, oh my god, don't mind my voice crack, is you select all of it, go up here where it has mesh, go down, symmetrize. Now when symmetrizing, it's best to do it on something that doesn't have any blender shapes or shape keys, I mean, or anything like that. And you see how it's still doing separately together over there? That's exactly what we want. Yeah. Let me look at this again. We see where it's a bit too far out. Move it inwards. It's a lot of fiddling and just messing with it until you're happy with how close to the skin it's wrapped. Okay, I like to just go around and see where the gaps are, and when there's big gaps I like to squish it inwards. Oh, why is that like that? That's a bit odd. That's not correct. That's okay, we can just fix it with the symmetry. Bing chilling. Look at that beautiful dog. Again, this is up to personal preference how you would like it. This is just how I like it. Sometimes I like to lower down the leg just so it's like kind of like a thigh high. Anyways, when doing this, you can either just let it be that way, but me personally, I don't like this top bit, so I press here where it has boundary and it just creates a little lip. So that tends to be nicer. Yes, I know it's doing this weird thing. Don't mind that. I'm gonna fix it. But yeah, it's looking pretty nice as is. You know, just puts shoes on, you can't see the bottom. And yeah, whatever. So we want to apply this. We want to apply it in order. So the decimate, the wireframe, and the wrap. I'm not sure it does anything, but we'll just do that anyways. And there's a, even after it's done, you can probably still fix it like that. And then we select. We want to go mesh, symmetrize. We do not want to symmetrize it that way. We want to symmetrize it the opposite way. And then boom, 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 boom. It is complete. How crazy is that? So crazy. You can still try and like tighten it to the form if you want. If the wrap doesn't work, which it doesn't for me, might work for you. Who knows? I don't know what settings it needs, so I haven't really played with it that much. Yeah. So fishnets. Crazy, right? Amazing. And as weight painting goes, we can just easily unhide. So we want to select the object and then we want to select the bones. You can do one or two ways. You can right click, go parent with automatic weights or empty weights. I like automatic weights because it gives me something to look at and work with. Or if you're a neat freak and you just want to do it yourself, do all the weights, you can do empty weights. But I like to do automatic and then fix it up. And then once we do that, we want to shift select the opposite way around, go to weight paint mode. I use the gradient tool because if we didn't have the gradient tool, man, this shit would be super difficult. As you can see, it does that weird bend there. So what we want to do is make sure it's 0 weights and then get rid of the weights up here until that one point. And we want to do the same with up here. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to do it up here, and then I'm going to do the same till it gets rid of those back weights. And then boom, bada bing, boom. Does pretty good stuff. And that does that. Especially when I get rid of that part so it can actually bend correctly. And thing is, don't be afraid to mismatch and move around your avatar like this. It's just for posing. If you want to unpose everything, you just select A, then you Alt R. So Alt R for rotation, which is how I remember it. Let's see how that looks. That doesn't seem like it fits with. Yeah, okay, no. Alright, let's see if that actually... It doesn't even rotate around there. That's crazy, dude. Anyways. Tell me that still has... Okay. Sometimes that happens too. It will select the other side, which we don't want. So we just get rid of it. Same with this, just in case. And same with this, just in case. And then, bada bing boom bum. We got it weighted to the legs. How crazy is that? And it bends with the leg too. Some people like to put preserve volume on it, so in the modifiers there's a little button here, just preserve volume, and I don't know if that works well. I mean, it seems like it would, but I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't like it like that. I like doing what I do. Yeah, that's the weighting, that's the fishnets. Bada bing bada boom, we got fishnets. Crazy, right? Cool thing is you can apply this to basically anything. So with the wrapping around, creating clothes, with this I would even do that with, and you can easily make a jumper as well. So if you wanted a jumper, you just do the same thing. You add a cube, you wrap it around, use the subsurface, you get rid of the faces at each end. Basically you put the mirror on, the mirror modifier, and yeah. Next tutorial I will be teaching how to do clothing, basically. So it's like a shirt, like a top, the thing I've just been talking about. I'm gonna do that next time. I hope you all had a good time. I hope this was helpful, and yeah, look forward to my next video. Yeah, thank you for being here. Bye bye. Mwah.